Yo, what is happening? It's Dave Colombo Jenkins. One more thing. I'm doing something slightly different, something that I've wanted to do for ages, and that's going to break down some mixes and really, really nerd out on like the real intricacies of particular mixes. And they are very, very particular mixes. So just to keep it as brief as I can, we got a series called Come B2B With Me, where I go back to back with any DJ, literally any DJ. I'm up for playing any genre and any style, and I will welcome any invitation. So there's that series that's going on. And obviously, we have the label as well, and we've just dropped our biggest release so far, our biggest EP release so far, I should say, and that is Sonnet. He's a brand new artist. If you've not heard of him, then please check him out. You're going to check him out over the course of these next few mixes. He's got so much talent. We signed these tunes through the demo drop last year, and we've been working the promo since the start of the year. We've had some amazing feedback from the likes of like High Contrast and Rob Swire, Camo and Crooked, B Complex, Molly Collins, AMC, K Motions has been playing some of the tunes to like thousands of people. This is pretty significant, really, and I'm so proud of Sonnet. He's an amazing artist. He's incredibly talented. We've already signed 2 more EPs. This is big. Like, as far as I'm concerned, within the One More Thing universe, this is massive. So drawing in other things from the One More Thing universe, I thought I'd go back over the Come B2B With Me mixes and find some of my favorite mixes where Sonnet tunes are involved. There's one particular mix which blows me away every single time. I've got goosebumps. I'm like shivering just thinking about it. We're going to get to that in a minute. First of all, though, I play a tune on the very, very first Come B2B With Me, which is with DJ Hybrid. Just a tiny bit of background before I press play. This was one of the most stressful mixes I'd ever done. The whole idea of doing this seemed amazing. Then when it came down to it, the reality really hit me. I'd had a nightmare journey getting down. I'd lost my bag full of clothes and leads on the way. I'd left it on a train that I was connecting from, so I had to go into the town and get some more leads. I was late. My camera wasn't working. The setup wasn't working. By the time Alex had arrived, we'd already lost an hour of our session, and I was just a massive ball of stress. Then when we started mixing, I became even more stressed because I realized, like, Alex is a massive headliner. This is DJ Hybrid we're talking about here. And I might have known him for a long time and been supporting him for about 14 years or something like that. But still, when you're actually mixing with someone at that level, it's like, oh, what am I doing? Like, the man is a pro. Anyway, we get to the final tune and I realized I haven't played any Sonnet. Now, I didn't realize that this was going to be the final tune. So when Pirate Studios are recording your mix through their recording facility, the minute your session is over, the recording is over as well, obviously. So I even go in to mix in another tune here, but it ends up being Sonnet Melon, which is actually the last tune, which is kind of cool, really. It's a really nice way to end. So the title track from the EP, it's the tune that I mix in the most, mainly because I find it the easiest to mix in, and it's really nice and uplifting. It's a beautiful tune. You're going to hear it a few times on this video. So this is the final tune from the DJ Hybrid, Come B2B With Me 1. The tune that I'm mixing out of is Ollie Lewis. It's a dub by Ollie Lewis. Can't you see it's killing me? And in comes Melon. It's got such a lovely intro, such a lovely build up. And what I like here, look there, DJ Hybrid looking over my shoulder. It's really, really daunting when you've got DJ Hybrid looking over your shoulder, but he's loving it. He's enjoying the mix. He's smiling away. This is such a great mix. And something that I learned during this, like, I thought that I was going to use this series to play loads of One More Thing releases. Turns out that's quite difficult. When a DJ's playing another style, you lose the energy. Now, we're not playing to a dance floor, so it doesn't matter, but you still want to keep the vibe. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just playing your own tunes, and they're playing their own tunes. You're having 2 separate mixes. So I didn't play as many tunes as I thought I would, but I played this. That was a really satisfying rewind. Really, really satisfying rewind. Look at DJ Hybrid's face there. He's loving it. This is a tune. This is an absolute tune. This is Melon, and this is the lead tune from the EP. And then as far as mixes go, we're not really nerding out over much. It's come out of the Ollie Lewis tune. We've gone into Melon. I did a really satisfying rewind. And this is the last tune of the mix. But this is how long these tunes have been part of my world. I've been playing them at every single set that I possibly can. Certainly my solo sets on this back to back is quite difficult, but as you can see,
Come B2B with me.
We were quite unceremoniously chopped there. So that was the ending. There we go. We're just easing you in. The best mixes are about to come. So now we're on to the next one. So this was also recorded. This was recorded now. So we're on to Come B2B With Me 2. And there's actually 2 Sonnet mixes in here, and I'll tell you why. Well, 1, because they're wicked tunes, but 2, because he was literally standing in front of the decks watching. He'd come down to Brighton to check out my Volk set because we're going to road test some of his tunes, and I played 2 of them in this mix. So here I am with the boss man of Overview, Mr. Energy himself, but at the time he stirred up a lot of controversy, saying with his little poem, his spoken word thing about all of the things that ruined DMP. But yeah, ever the awesome and supportive and enthusiastic, but also quite controversial figure, Energy is in the mix, and this was such a good mix. Obviously, he's a label boss of a big significant label. Here I am playing my little One More Thing dubs up against him. So this is the first mix now that we're doing. So I'm actually coming out of a dub here. This is a tune by State Violet, and this will be out at some point. I'm not too sure when. Still kind of working out what to do with that release. But you can see Energy there is popping away. Okay, so here we go. Mix coming in now. This particular tune is called Let's Go. And it's really nice when you're mixing 2 of your own dubs. Especially when you're mixing with somebody else. He's looking over. He doesn't really know what he's going to mix out of. Here we go. And there, that cheeky little look. I'm looking over at Sonnet there, like he knows what's coming. There we go. So really nice, quick, simplistic mix. I quite like the long rolling ones. I like the technical ones. I like doing loops and stuff like that. But that was just nicely in. Nicely in. And that's Let's Go. Just going to listen to the build up, and then we'll whiz it through. And we'll see what Energy mixes out of it as well. Such a build-up. And a few hours after this, I played this a reasonably packed dance floor. I was on quite early, so I'm not going to say it was rammo. But it was definitely, there was a lot of people in the dance, enjoying the tune.
Let's go.
There we go. Energy enjoying it. Look at that face there. Yeah, that's a face of appreciation. So now we're going to whiz it forward. Let's just see now what he mixes out of. And this is such a tricky thing. Like when you're doing a back-to-back, you're mixing in blind. There are so many different factors going in. There's the energy-wise, the vibe-wise. Key, is it in the right key? Is it going to work? Is it going to be a vocal suddenly coming in and crashing things? But this man knows what he's up to. The old classic, bringing it in on the breakdown. This works so nicely. What I would do round about now? Let's do a quick loop on that breakdown to make sure that nothing else clashes with it. But the vocals of Freddie B carry us through. And there we go. It's out. Smooth transition there.
This one is tempting like a bar of chocky.
Amazing tune. Emperor and Freddie B paid the price. An overview release, of course. On the Energy Come B2B With Me mix, we had 2 mixes. Sonnet was in the room with me, so it was great to really road test the tunes on a massive rig for him, in front of him, so we could hear them up against other people's tunes as well. In the rig in the Volks is such a nice rig to play on as well. It's so good. So this next track now that I'm bringing in is Excensus. And this was, I'm mixing out of was it Yano, Vizsla and Sparks, Roadblock VIP. You can hear the little vocal, the pitched up vocal. That's coming from Excensus. There we go. Good old filter. Chipping it in and out. Barely in. But I'm making it work. Little filter switches. Just to make sure there's textures of the original song in, and then here we go. I do love a rewind. I do love a reload. Whip it out, get into it. Let's see how energy mixes out of this one as well. This is a whipping mix. He's loving that. This particular tune, Accentus, this has had a lot of great feedback from all the Neuro DJs. Ed Rush just saying fire, fire, fire on his promo report. Like, that's a vibe seeing that when you get your promo feedback back. So just one for one for one. Can't get any of his specials out, any of your little signature blends or anything. That's the real energy of a B2B when they're just bouncing off each other, tune for tune. And there we go, it's coming out of it now. Skylark, let's dance. Another overview release. He knows what he's up to. There we go. Absolute complimentary mix. Exemplary back-to-back science right there. And a real tune as well. So the next one now, this is Dorpy, and this whole mix, like this is my favourite mix there's ever been on the Come B2B With Me series. Got to shout out Kelvin373 and all the Born on Road crew for letting us use their studio. They've let us use it quite a few times. Little background bit, this was done on a Monday morning. And both me and Hannah Dorpy remarked on the fact that it was weird to be recording a mix and having such displays of energy so early in the week and on such a dry day like a Monday. But the setup was really nice. And this particular tune now that I'm mixing out of is by someone called Ravel. It's called Smart Fella. And there you go, you can hear the twinklings coming in. Right, this tune is called Care For You. This is on the EP. Now I'm going to say like this, I ain't happy with this mix. It could be really good. Unfortunately, I'm half a beat out. So now that vocal comes in a little bit sooner than I expected to. So I've taken out that loop that I've had. Don't worry, that's going to come back in because I can't just leave it big. Care For You, I mean, right, in all due respect, that isn't the easiest tune to mix in, but then tunes shouldn't always be easy to mix in. That should be the challenge for a DJ, right? And here we go. There we go. The loop's in full check. I've rescued the mix. Not my finest moment, but the tune is in, it's buzzing. We're both bouncing around. But the real magic happens in a minute. Now you can see I'm talking to her there, like I actually see if it's my tune or hers. Now she could have been polite and just said no, I'll have another one, and I'm so glad she didn't. Check this out. I'm just going to whiz a tiny bit. Don't have to whiz very far though. Hannah is a really quick DJ. Like this is like I said, this is a phenomenal mix now coming in. Really love the energy of all the Sonnet tunes, and here we go, it's coming in now. This is such a good mix. You can hear, just like you can hear it coming in. Look at my face there. When I realise what she's up to, everything about this mix works so well. It's in key. She's on the double beats. The riff is still doing this thing. There's two riffs. This shouldn't work. Like, and there we go. My favourite mix of the Come B2B With Me series. Just absolutely amazing. That's my selector by DJ Hybrid as well. This is quite a nice little kind of link there with other guests of the show and stuff like that. But what's amazing, as I'm going to keep this playing, this is obviously a signature blend of hers because in we come now. And I'd say like any promoter seriously needs to book Dorpy. Because here we go. In with the clips tune straight away. Like, this is another thing that I noticed about Come B2B With Me mixes is that I am a very slow DJ and I like things longed out. And I'll let a tune play. Then there's DJs like Dorpy, contemporary DJs who absolutely know their tunes and they're chopping them in and out like this. Absolutely amazing mix. Like such a good mix. The next episode is Fireworks Factory. We record it in the same studio on the same day. And he comes in. This is probably one of the only mixes that you'll ever see without him performing now in his like signature mask. It's a very, very, very hardcore mix. Fireworks Factory is very hardcore. He plays all types of stuff, and this is the only mix where I've actually literally where I've said that I can't mix after. Like I've stepped out, I've tapped out right at the end. Probably had enough time for another mix or two. He plays this big kind of euphoric hardcore thing. And I probably, if I looked through my USB, I probably would have had time to find something. But I had to just take my cap off to him. Like, it was an amazing mix. This is a bit earlier on in the mix, so it's about halfway through. He's gone in on a 4/4 kind of tip on the tune before. So I've gone in, and this is something from what is it from? This is from All the People. Nice little choppy bit there. It's from the Glitch Mob, All the People label. And it's Melon coming in. And I love 4/4 rhythms like this. It's minimalist, stripped back, just filtering it out a little bit, letting Melon really kind of come through in the mix. Can really let that build up do its thing. Cheeky little flares on the filter. Making sure that build up goes. Making sure that nothing muddies up the tune there. You can see Max there in the background. He's enjoying it. Oh, a little bit of echo on the rewind there as well. Nice. And again, I really enjoy the mix now. The Fireworks Factory brings in. Let's just whiz it in a little bit. There you go, you can hear it coming in now. And there you go, that's Rowdy Boy Ring Road by Shada, which has become a little bit of a kind of regular in Fireworks Factory sets. Like, just one of the tunes I kind of always expect to hear in his sets. Really fits his sound, but those pitched up vocals work really well with the pitched up vocals on Melon. So another really cool mix, and a great way to get out of Melon as well, to mix out of a Sonnet tune. So next we are in Swansea for Come B2B With Me with Tone. Now this is like a kind of more of a local mix. All the time, like, I put out a little invitation just saying fancy a B2B on my note on Instagram. Tone, who I'd met before when I was doing some filming in Haverfordwest, he was like, yeah, I'm up for that. So we hired a studio in Swansea. I can't actually remember the name of the studio, but yeah, we were in the studio in Swansea, and I mix in 2 Sonnet tunes as well here. And this one is my favorite mix that I've actually I'm mixing in blind here. I've never heard this tune before. It turns out it is a Mandy Dexterous remix of Formula called Give Praise. These tones of Melon should be becoming quite familiar to you now. And I think at this stage I don't know how well this mix is going to work. But I think there's a point there when I'm looking at the waveforms and I think, hang on a minute. This might come together. So there we go, I'm keeping in the build up from the Mandy Dexterous remix. Whereas with previous mixes I've filtered that out and I've let Melon sing. I'm actually letting the other tunes do a lot of the energy work here. So there, like, I might have just faded that out, but then I think I realised here, like, oh no, this is going to work. This is going to work. So now it's a case of just bringing that tune back in, making sure it's not too jarring, right? Yeah, look, you can see the smile on my face. I know it's going to work. And here we go. Look. Tone's going off as well. He's enjoying the mix. It's so nice when you get a mix like that, when you're mixing out somebody else's tune. And it's like it's one of my tunes. That's like it's on. Oh, nice little cut there. I've got goosebumps now. Little cut out to the yeah sound for. So good. I don't normally big myself up in any way, but this is a fucking banging mix. This is a really, really good mix. And this is testament to how mixable Sonnet tunes are. That's all I'm going to say, you know. This mix just rolls for ages. It's one of those ones that's like, should I take it out? Should I take it out? Nah, it's working. Keep them rolling. Don't need to do quick switches. This is amazing. Yeah. I think usually when I go like that, and I hold my chest and I say my other thing, like, well, okay. Tension time is over. And I think now it's me mixing out of it, and this is a classic mix. This is a mix that this is a signature blend. So we'll just quickly whiz it forward. Yeah. You can hear them. It sounds a bit like a Skeppy tune. It's not. It's chords. It's called Russian Roulette. And that's been quite a big favourite of mine. It's one of those tunes that you can mix into anything. And it kind of highlights what I really, really love about drum and bass, and what most of us love about drum and bass is that kind of whole like dynamic where you can have something really, really dark and minimal and something really bright and poppy and euphoric, and they just work together. Tones into it. Really tight drums on that. Shouts to Courts every time. And out it goes, back into the rollers, back into the percussion. Really, really, really enjoyed doing that mix. Big shout out to Tone as well. So there's another tune coming in. There's another tune now, which we did on his mix. So now this is the finale tune from the Tone Come B2B With Me mix. I'm mixing out of T-Lex's UFO, which is on a dub pack from last year. That was one of Tone's tunes. Again, like normally, I let the guests start and finish the mix on Come B2B With Me mixes. But in particular, just because of the way they kind of worked out with the studio timing and stuff, we realised we had enough time to do one more tune. So he gave it to me to tune in. And this particular tune now is coming in. It's not on the Sonnet EP, but it will be given away free afterwards. This is the tune which probably most of the DJs have been playing off the promo. It's called Bye Bye. And again, it's another one of those mixes which completely took me by surprise. Another massive game of contrast. This whole mix is a game of contrast. Tone was really going in with that kind of new contemporary jumper beat kind of sound. They had a lot of dub packs, a lot of tunes I'd never heard before, a lot of that kind of minimal, grotty, really twisted type of stuff. And again, it works. I love it when a mix takes you by surprise like that. This is what Come B2B With Me mixes are all about. And also Sonnet tunes. Now, I don't tend to play that kind of style, so it's great fun mixing into it. Because it's not that I'm not averse to it, it's just not the type of style that I play.
Bye bye.
And it carries on again. Oh, it's almost falling out. You can see. I'm trying to work it. But I'm not going to let this one go. Here we go. It's coming back in. And again, like with all of these kind of weird squelchy sounds, it's just really nice to do stuff like that. Just choppy. And I'm going to let this play out. Mainly because of bits like that. But also, just look at this, like Sonnet being amazing. Sonnet writing super cute but really random and weird and wonderfully heavy and unapologetic tunes. Just listen to this bit.
This is what's called a switch up.
Wow. What a way to end the set. And I know a lot of DJs have been doing that as well. A lot of DJs have been really, really enjoying that.
Perfect.
I knew that was going to happen. DIY until we die. So the next mix now is the final mix. Well, I've used the Sonnet tune, and in fact, as at time of recording, this is the final mix that I've done and put out as part of the series. There's about 3 or 4 more mixes left to go. I've just taken a pause because it's the summer and we're releasing a lot of music and being really busy. And I was finding that putting these out weekly, they were kind of losing a little bit of their edge because they were becoming too regular. So I'm sitting on a couple of really, really strong come back to back with me mixes, which we are going to finish the season off with. But yeah, this one is with another fellow Welsh DJ. He's from Monmouth, but we recorded this in Bristol. This is Gwillz. And again, like, this is just such a great mix. And I really love the tune that he mixes out of it as well. Is a bit of a special. It's not released yet. So here we go. It's another one of those. I'm mixing Melon into Azumai's Festival. And again, it's another one of those just really minimal, bouncy, percussive kind of tunes, which I like to alternate with, so then you can bring in something really, really big. So you have those minimal tunes and then a big tune. Not always like one after the other, that would be really boring, but it's definitely a thing. And I'm pretty sure you can see Gwillz there looking pretty studious, frowning, seeing what's going on. He knows he's not heard this before, and that build up that we've been listening to so many times on this video is coming in now. A little bit of a filter just to make sure that Melon really kind of stands out. And look at that, Gwillz is into that. We're getting the nod of approval there. Any minute now he's going to ask me what it is. Yeah, there we go. He's pointed at it. The Gwillz seal of approval. And I'm whispering to him what it is just in case anyone can read this. So let's see how he gets out of it for the final mix of this video, the final mix that we can really kind of have a little look at. So here it is now, the final mix of this little video, this little analysis. Just nerding out over mixes. What a bassline, wow. So that particular track is called Cravings and it's a dub of his. The whole last section of the mix from him is just pure unreleased gold. What a mix to end this little video on. So that is the 8 times that Sonnet tunes have been played on Come B2B With Me, and you can hear the versatility and you can see how these mixes really work, or these tunes really work in the mix. I don't know if this has been a little bit too kind of self-indulgent or not, but Sonnet's release is absolutely amazing. His music is absolutely amazing, and all of the DJs who I've done Come B2B With Me are all absolutely amazing as well. Really enjoyed making all of this content and releasing and promoting all of this content that I am analysing here. But essentially, this is just a complete shamefaced promo for Sonnet, Melon. This is how the tunes work, and that's what the DJs are thinking of them, and that's how you can mix them into your sets. That's 4 tunes plus the free download that we'll be giving away after this EP is out. We've already announced the second EP. It's called Bobby, and it's going to come out on the 1st of December, which is Sonnet's birthday, and there's another one lined up in 2026 as well. Get on top of Sonnet before his music gets on top of you. Seriously, this is massive. They're amazing tunes, and I'm really proud to be releasing them, which is why I'm making this video. If you've watched it all the way through and you've enjoyed it and stuff, let me know, because I'd love to do more kind of like little mix analysis videos. Yeah, thank you very much. Please support Sonnet's Melon EP. I'll be back very soon with more videos. This is One More Thing.
Bye bye.